clearly I noticed there's a darkness in your comedy. Would that be fair to say? I'm thinking like, especially like your and Natasia's work, I think.
Yeah, like I think that we the analogy that we use is that like everyone has, I don't know why I'm using so many animal analogies, but I'm gonna like
that can be the theme for today's podcast. The last podcast I did was about lions being like bred for canned hunting. So, you know. What? Yeah.
With who?
A woman called Beth Jennings, who runs a campaign about we're gonna go on a detour now. She was a volunteer. She went volunteering. She did one of these trips on her gap year where she paid like £1,500 to go and volunteer to look after lions in South Africa at this like what they said was a sanctuary, but soon realised basically that a lot of these places that offer tourists the chance to go and like pet lions and stuff are actually then, you know, because you can't release those lions back into the wild. So where are they going? They're probably going to canned hunting or the lion bone trade and stuff. And so that's what the podcast...
like what's she called, Carol Baskin?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that was a sort of front, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Her lion sanctuary.
That was all a bit odd. I mean, that whole show was odd. It
was wild.
Yeah.
I actually had a panic attack watching that show.
Oh, really?
It was like just at the beginning of lockdown, and it was so mad. I think something triggered. So his mullet triggered something in me, and I was like, no. Yes.
So we can continue the theme of the animals. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, probably. Like the thing is, I was never. You know, when you start working on something or you start writing it, and it is just stuff that comes from your head naturally. So you wouldn't go about being like, I'm going to make a dark comedy, or like, I'm going to make a surreal comedy, or I'm going to make a broad comedy. I guess it's just what you feel naturally like is the funniest to you. So I always found that like every character I was writing, I was like, God, they're really sad, or like they're really, you know, you can kind of predict a fall in them, or like, you know, there's something that's like slightly tragic, or something that's like inherently like a bit evil about them that was just like coming through. And then Tash and I like discussed it loads, and we were kind of like, oh shit, like we're obsessed with snakes because we find them really funny, and like people who keep snakes. And why snakes are like sexy, like I don't know why we both find that funny. And then we were like, everyone has a snake inside them, but some people have like a very small, like almost like glowworm, or like a, you know, grass snake that's not dangerous, and some people like have king cobra. So some people are like, you know, you just have a little snake that maybe comes out sometimes, you know, like when you're waiting too long for your food and you're like, please, sorry, can the food come? And then some people are like king cobra, i.e. like really manipulative and like slightly psychopathic.
Right.
But everyone has the ability for their sort of snake demon to come through.
Okay.
And I guess what I'm trying to say is we're both king cobras. So maybe that's why we're drawn to doing darker stuff.